Hello there, West Side with a royal family. Happy West Side Saturday. Oh, it is our first West Side Saturday story time of the fiscal 2020, so this is going to be dope. But this actually won't be long. I know I usually greet us in prayer, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I can't set the phone down, the earphones won't allow me to, so I'll just go ahead and hold it. But please, have your hands together. Ana Bacoa, Gidalat Yaminka, Tatir Tizrura, Kabelrina, Tamsha Sakvini, Taharinora, Nagi Bor, Dorshei Gedeka, Kavavat Shamram, Barkantaram, Rakame, Tazika Teka, Tamit Kamlam, Chasin Kadosh, Brofsuf, Gana Helena Teka, Hikit E, Lam Champane, Zokre Kadusha Teka, Shavatanu Kabel, Ushma, Tazakatanu, Yadea to Alamut, Barukshem, Kavod Malkuto, Lalam Vaye. Okay. So, happy January 4th. It is 11:01 a.m. And I just wanted to come on here and, I don't know, I guess give a brief kind of like message or slash story. So, first things first, I wanted to let you guys know that I will be posting less, especially in the month of January. I'm going to retreat into myself and just kind of take some time to meditate and just really get some things lined up. And I know many of you are just pretty much only waiting for candles, which I don't have a problem with. But if you remember the volume that I was dealing with last year, I cannot handle that magnitude on my own anymore as a one-woman shop. And so as we're securing the first brick and mortar, I want to transition directly to over there. The space that I'm at now, which is my grandmother's house, is not big enough to handle the orders of that magnitude. So I don't want to stress her out and stress myself out, because there's just not enough space here to keep merch and to keep products in stock. It's just not possible. So as we're securing the first brick and mortar, if you are in the LA area and you would like to, work, I totally don't mind that. I don't W-2 anybody. I hire you as independent contractors, and it's based on days work. So if you're looking for, if you're just looking for like a few days work on a regular, then maybe we can set something up. But I cannot, and it's not my job, to handle orders of that magnitude or just orders in general. And so that's just what that is. This year, it's not about me working. I've worked enough. So, and maybe that'll click at a different time, but me working is enough. So, because as I keep mentioning, the MPire is not for me, it is for you guys. So, that is that. What else? But yeah, I'll be posting less, not only just for retreat purposes, but because I feel like I've said everything that I've needed to say. I've kind of been having you guys along with me for this journey, and at this point I kind of feel like it's getting repetitive. And so, my channel isn't meant to parrot other channels. Like there's plenty of information on how to do this and how to do that. So I don't want to come at it. Of course, I can add my own spin to it, but if I feel like the information out there is already good enough and it's useful, then you can do that too. So that's just kind of what I feel like. I don't need to redo everything. The wheel's already been made. Go find the notch on it that you want to spin it with, So that's just that. And also, like, I feel that my content is underrated. And so instead of posting more content to where it feels like you can't keep up, because I know that a lot of people like to binge watch, I would rather you binge watch and gather all of what I've said and shared up until this point, because I've shared a lot. And even in the packaging videos at the very beginning of this channel, 2 to 3 hours long, like I show you how to pack orders. I show you how to wrap candles. I show you how to smudge and all this stuff. So there's stuff within stuff, And, if you're going to support someone, you have, in my opinion, you have to know all of their content. So if I keep posting content and it just becomes this sea of videos that you feel like you can never get through, then you're going to miss some important content. And I don't want that to happen. So I would implore you, if you are on your spiritual journey and you are interested in just not normal, but just like the regular happenings of spirituality, I guess, and even veganism, I would say go look at my previous content, because I've said everything that I already can kind of say up until this point. And if you know me, I'm not much of a talker, I'm a doer. So that's why you can kind of see some inconsistencies in between videos. Like I'll say something, but then you're like, well, where is it? It's like, well, I'm working on it. Which is why it's hard for me to say things in real time, because it's like they're on different levels. So I'm not much of a talker. I mostly started making YouTube videos to gain my confidence in public speaking, because if you know me, I'm a public singer. Like I've been a singer my whole life, and that's all I want to focus on this year, or continuing to focus on this year. It's just my music career. Music has been my number one love of my life, and I know that the messages that I have for you and that Spirit continues to give to me for you guys can be best ingested musically. So I don't want to keep boring you. That's why we're going to get MPire University going, so that way, like, anything that's not covered in content can be covered in a class format. It will strictly be online first, and then as the brick and mortar develops, you can physically come in and take classes. You can get certificates, you can get certified for certain things, etc., etc. So there's a big, huge master plan going on, but me working is a no. If you're in the LA area and you would like to help on a regular full-time, it would have to be remote. I don't have a location for you to come into just yet. But we could work something out. I don't mind that at all. But so I guess that's the story, right? But I did also want to share that lastly, as we wrap this video up, that last night / this morning, I had the opportunity to go to the beach. I know, right? Such a Cali thing. But I had the opportunity to go to the beach, and Ochún is really wanting to work with me this year, and just in general, like, she's been kind of nudging. So I went to the beach, and pretty much the only thing I had in mind was giving her an offering. So we gave her offering. Part of it was cinnamon sticks, rose petals, and white wine. She does like white wine or mead. So I got her some white wine, and it was just beautiful. The moon looked gorgeous over the water, the ocean waves crashing. I felt so at home. So it was so beautiful to give her that offering. And even though it's only been a few hours, I can already tell, like, she approves and she got it. Because when I came out this morning to feed my cat, there were 4 cats total that were kind of waiting to be fed. They don't all get fed by me, but something about the energy today allowed them all to come my way. And I also saw a hummingbird. So like cats, if you don't know, cats and hummingbirds are part of my spiritual animal team, my animal spiritual team. Wow. But and the sun just shone. She shone so bright. I cannot talk right now. She shined so brightly, and she still is. So I'm just kind of sitting out here, just connecting with nature, but I feel the reconnection of love with life itself, and I'm excited to see what more she has for me. So very random story time. Wasn't all that structured, but it was kind of like part of a shop update as well. But talking less, doing more as I naturally do. Please go rewatch or binge watch the content. And stay magical always. I love you. Thank you for listening. Luna La Negra out.